Yeah, let's go with the Java first. Okay. So, um, so before going to Java introduction, so we must know that what is a Java class. Okay. So what is a Java class? Okay. So what is a Java class and what is the object? Okay. What is the object? So if you clear about these two concepts, okay, so you will able to write your simple programs. Okay, you are able to understand this. There are two keywords, very important one. What is a class? What is the object? Because it is object oriented programming, and right, any programming language, there are some set of rules, set of process. So first we come to know that what is the process, what is the rules. So then it is very easy to implement. Okay, so that is the main thing we need to learn. So basically, in normal definition, so we can say the class is a blueprint of object. Okay, it is a blueprint of object. Okay, so class is a blueprint of object, and class will describe about the object. Okay, class will describe about the object, and so in detail. So if you go with that, every object. So in real world, anything is object. Okay, anything is object. Suppose car is object. Okay, so every object has two things. Okay, two things means like one is a property. Okay, one is a properties and behaviors. Okay, properties and behaviors. So here, behaviors, you can come to know. So what are the properties? Okay, so what are the properties? So properties in the sense coming to the car object. So what is the property? Car property. So what is being a property here is, so by seeing the car, okay, by seeing the car, you come to know that okay, there should be a static thing, and it is a unique for this particular object. So suppose car has a name, right? Car has a name. Okay, name of the car, the company of the car, name of the car, Etika, Suzuki, okay, Fortuner, the name of the car. Okay, by saying that or by seeing that, we can identify okay, this is the model of this car. Okay, and we can say that the another property is model of the car. Okay, model. So generally we refer the model. Okay, 2024, 23, something like. Okay, and the color of the car. Okay, color of the car. So coming to the behaviors, right? So behaviors in the sense, yeah, behavior sense. Just we can say the which are moving things. So by using the task, suppose in a layman way, I'm telling you, then I will convert this to a programmatical. So there is a car. What is the functionality? Okay, what is the function? So what it does actually? So it start the car, it run the car, it we can drive the car, right? It can stop the car. Something. These are the functionalities. Okay. So like I will write simple to start a car. Okay. So and stop a car. Okay. Stop a car. Okay, we can stop the car, we can start the car and run. Right. Running a car. Okay. So behave properties are by seeing that these are the static thing, by seeing that we come to know, okay, these are the properties. So behaviors which can have some actions, right? So start a car means what we can do. So we need to start a car. We need to do some set of steps. Okay. Or sequence of steps. Okay. Set of steps, sequence of steps. Then only the car will start. So we can insert the proper key in the key injection place, and before that it will be neutral. Then you can turn off the car. The key direction will be changed. Then the car will start. Similarly, you want to stop a car, right? So there stopping a car. So the car should be in the running mode only. Then you can apply the brake slowly. It depends upon the speed of the condition. So then the car will be stopped. So running a car in the sense after changing the gear and moving the like pressing the accelerator pedal, then the car will be moved. So these are the things are coming to the behaviors. Okay. So this is a real-time object. Car is a real-time object, which can have these two things. So these things will be representing in a class. Okay. So two things will be represented in a class. So before that, we can see here in a simple manner in the diagrammatical, right? Person. Person is a real world object. Okay. So person is a real world object. Here, the person name and his object. Okay. Person is a class and object. So there are two things, right? I told you states are property. I told you property, or we can call as a state as well. Behavior, or we can say as a action. Okay. So now you see this section. So every person have a black hair, okay, eyes, white skin, and feet, cages. So these are the criteria, character representing behavior. It can be visible to everyone. Color, eyes, white skin, black skin, or 5 feet, 6 feet, okay, and 50 kgs, 70 kgs. And what are the behaviors here? Eat, sleep, walk, play, study, work, doing a work. So these are the behaviors. Okay, so these are the behaviors. So now, so this is a kind of one person object, and we are converting as a Java state level. So how we are converting? So color, hair color is a black. Okay, eyes is a black, skin is a white. Okay, and height 6 feet. Okay, weight 50 kgs. And behaviors we come to know this is a method. Okay, so behaviors are in Java. There are methods representing as a method. Eating a method. Okay, eating means we need to do some steps. We need to perform some sequence steps. Sleeping also, walking, playing. Okay, something like. Okay, yes. So let me write this in a proper one class level, like one uh, class diagram or class code, something code. So before going to that, so we'll gonna some one more like what is the syntax of the class we can come to know. Let me open that. This one, you see that. So here, Java class. Okay, how to declare a Java class. This is visible, right? Yeah, yeah. So a class is declared like a class is declared by use of a class keyword. So here you can see this is a class keyword followed by the class name. Okay, followed by the class name, and it is a access modifier. Okay, so it is an access modifier. We'll go and learn this one later. Okay, and you see there are two sections as of now represented. So this section is a property section. Okay, and these sections are methods. So that is the thing. So vehicle is a class. Okay. So most of the people will confuse like method and class. So that is the case. I bring this kind of a very detailed explanation. Okay. So the curly braces, right? The class body is closed between the curly braces. It will start the curly braces from here and here. Method is some different. I will tell you that. Okay. And every class will have a data variable or some methods. Okay, some methods. So data variable or variable and methods. Every class, every class there is a data variable and methods. So data variable we have a instance variable, static variable. So those will go and learn, no problem. And the methods also we have type of methods and type of declarations also there. Okay, yeah. So let me go with the next one is method.
Nageshwar,
Yes.
are you sharing this document to us?
Yeah, definitely. Whatever I represent here, I will share it.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, right. Yeah. Now, so here in the previous diagram, right? So this is the one where is it? Yeah, this is very important one. So here, as we represented some kind of properties, right? Properties of any object, and it is translated to in Java. So this is a simple layman manner. But in coming to the programmatical, so we need to define some data types. Okay, we need to define some data types. So let me show you that as well. How to declare a one variable. So these are the variables. Okay, so here in this document, you can see the variable declaration. Okay, so here that variable name is doors. Okay, so name and identifier, and int is a type, and access modifier as a private. So the coming session will learn these two things slowly, but as of now, how to declare private into door is a statement. So you want to declare any variable. Suppose I want to write a one object. So suppose if I create a class, so let me create here. So class car, right? Yeah, car class, right? So if I create a car class, so car class should be identifier, right? Public, matches modifier. So public class car, and starting with the curly braces, ending with the curly braces. In between, I'm adding a one variable. Okay, variable or data type. So that is like model. Okay, so pub, public int model of the car, model of year equal to so 2024. Now you can see. So in this class, okay, so this class is like car class, and this is my variable name. This is my variable name, and I send the value is 2024, and it is an integer type. So this assignment are which are going to assign future as well. So that type, okay, data type should be there, and it is the access modifier. Okay, so that is the way we can declare. And next one is method. This is also very important one. Yeah. So as I told you, method is a program model contains series of statement. Okay, series of statement. Like, right? So generally, I will tell you this one as a car example. Suppose I'm going to write a method here. So public void, okay, and start a car. So for starting a car, so what are the things we need to perform? Step one, step two, step three. Okay, step one, step two, step three. Okay, so insert the key, and then condition is it should be neutral, right? State is neutral. Okay, and the next one is that turn the key right side or left side. Right. So then it will start. So in Java, if you represent it within the method, every line is a statement. Every line is a statement. Okay. So tomorrow we are going to write a login screen. So every line is a one statement. Okay, that is a coding, and every line ends with semicolon. That is a rule of this Java programming in method. So these sequence of steps we are performing a one specific task. So that is a method. Okay, what is meant by method? So a method in Java means there are some statements which need to be executed sequentially to fulfill a one specific task. So that is a method in Java. So you can write login method, logout method, registration method. So you should be create a one method like Java public void method name and the parenthesis and followed by a flower bracket open. Okay, so this is the way we can create. Let's see that in the syntax level. So what is the method name here? add is a method name, addition is a method name. Okay, and return type int, access modifier public, and this particular method has two arguments, two parameters. So somebody will call it argument or parameter, method parameter, and again those are integer types, int a, int b. Okay, and within the flower bracket, right, we call as a method body. So this method body can have a collection of statements. It can one or many or 10 or 20, 100. So there is a no limitation. Okay, the class contain a number of methods and a method contain a number of statements. Okay, it depends upon the requirement only. Yes. Clear? Yeah. Yes. And next one is Java main method. Okay, so in every Java, we can see mostly the first session also we saw there is a main method. So this is a very important. There is one kind of telephonic interview question. So be careful with this one. Okay, so every keyword is very important here, and so Java main method. So it is an entry point to start your program in Java. Okay, you want to start your program in Java programming level. So the main method we must. Without that, there is no compilation, there is no execution. So that is the case. So this class will have in every Java class. And coming to that, without main method also we have kind of set of frameworks, JUnit framework, TestNG framework, NUnit framework. So those frameworks are inbuilt to handle this particular main method. So such cases, the main method will not come. But any Java programming, normal Java programming, main method must be there. So at least one class should have a main method. Otherwise, the Java class will not be executed. Okay, so that because it is a starting point or entry point to execute your Java programming, right? Yes. Yeah. So now here you can see access modifier is a public, and so this will take care about the JVM. So Java Virtual Memory. So by seeing this main method and this public must be there, static must be there. Okay. So void also must be there. Okay. So every keyword is important to read out this JVM internally, and you can start that entire execution. Okay. So and this is also one method, right? It is a predefined method. Okay. It is a predefined method. So Java is main method. In Java, main method is a predefined method which can start our execution. Okay, and this is declared as a public static void, and there is a string arguments. So what is will the string arguments? You want to pass runtime any values, command line arguments. So we can pass it by using this string arguments method. Okay, yes. So let's read this below key important points. Yeah. So public static void main method. So it is a one line which start our program, and always this method called by JVM virtual machine only before creating any object, and it does not return any values. Okay, it does not return any values, and the program does not contain main method means Java it won't compile, it won't run. And this is the interview question. The main method, okay, main method can overload it in Java, but it cannot be override. So what is the overloading? What is the overriding? The coming session I will tell you. But the statement you can remember that main method can be overloaded, but it cannot be override. So that is the point here. Yes. So let's create a one. Yeah. So let's complete this one also. Okay. So next, shall I move? No problem, right? Are you following? Okay. Yeah. Next one is Java access modifier. So every Java has a 4 level of access modifier like public, protected, right? And default and as well as private. So these are kind of set of rule. So this kind of access modifier. So the public access modifier there can be used for a variable, method, and constructor. So right now we completed what is a variable, what is a method. So next in this session only we will talk about the constructor as well. Okay. So every variable we can create a access modifier by using public, protected, and default as well as private. So if I create a public, so what is the limitation? So there is a access limitation basically. Here I have created a one kind of table. So public access modifier. So you can apply the class and also you can access anywhere. And so also you can access like you can represent this applies to constructor level and you can access anywhere. Okay. It also apply for method. Similarly, protected, right? Protected, we cannot create a protected class. Only constructor can protect and a method can protect it. So this is the kind of. So there must be an interview question, right? So can we create a protected class? No, something like okay. And default class can be created. Default constructor will be there, and default method will be there. Okay, private. So private class we won't create. Constructor, yes, we can create. Method also we can. And there are other access modifier. So just I will not introduce these two things. Later we can talk about this separate session. Okay. And it is a self-explanatory. You can go and review it, no problem. And whenever I write a code, I will mention it, these four levels. Okay. So this table is important. Refer it. So wherever it is not there, the kind of negative question will come. Yes.
Sorry,
Okay.
Nagesh, just want to ask, what is the difference between this constructor and method? Because we spoke about method. Did I
Yes.
miss?
No missing thing. So now, right now, I'm going to introduce the constructor.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, till now, we learn about that class, right? A class has two properties like variable declaration, method declaration. Now, coming to the object. Okay. So, how to create an object of any class? So, here, so there is a syntax how to create an object or creating a syntax for the object here is given. Okay. Uh, Class name, right? So, this is a class name and object reference and equal to new and class name. There is a kind of method syntax here. Okay. So, what is that? I will explain here. So, here the diagram is there, right? So there is a boy class. Boy class is there. Okay, as per the syntax, you see. So this is a class name. And this is a method reference. And this is a new keyword in Java, which will create a memory. Okay, which will create a memory for an object. Okay, so for boy class, there is a memory in that in the JVM. So the memory allocation will be happen. This particular object is pointing to here. OBJ of voice, something like. So this diagram you should be in your mind as well. So whenever you create object, what are the inside I will tell you, no problem. So this is the kind of thing it will happen. Okay, and you see here I gave the class name like for layman it is a class, but now I will change it to constructor. Okay, it is a constructor now. So constructor means it is a kind of class level. Every class one default constructor will be there. Okay, every class there is a default constructor. So any doubt in the construct object creation? So suppose the student class. So I want to create a student class object. How do I do? Student class object. So student my class name and stu and there is a new keyword and student. So this is my class name. Okay, student stu equal to new student of constructor. So here student is a class. Student is a class. Student is a class. STU is a object reference. New is a like a keyword in Java for memory allocation. This is the constructor. This is the class constructor. Okay, student class constructor. Student class constructor. Right? Yeah. Let me go in detail. We come to know. Yeah. So the internal, right? I told you. So this will happen if I divided. So in going forward, we will write like this. We can divide this particular statement, the above statement, in a two parts. Let me show you that one as well. Oh, yes. This is a one-line statement actually. So here you can see by object equal to new object. So we are divided into two sections. Okay, two lines. First thing is a boy object is a declaration. So just we declare this one. And after declaring, we have assigned the object new boy. So how what why we need to do? So we can do direct way. But if you want to this object, you want to go the next level usage. So bring it up the next level step or next level method level you want to use. We can divide it. And internally, I told you right. So whenever you done this kind of thing in the memory locations in memory, so this will be created. So this is a code, assume that, and this is a memory level. Okay. So if I create like this, boy equal to object, it is an empty object is there. Nothing is referred, nothing is assigned. Now you created an object of boy, right? So I'll assign the class name of boy and boy name, address, age will come. Something like what are the boy properties, what are the boy like methods. So those will be assigned. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So here you can see there is a constructor, right? So what is a constructor? Okay. So constructor is look like a method, but it is not a method. So now let me show you that differences here. So most of the people will fail to identify that constructor and method. Okay. So first I am creating a class syntax here. Please follow this one, class syntax. So public, okay, and class keyword, and my class name is car. Okay, this is a class syntax. And there is a method. Within that only we can write it. So method. Okay. So what is the method syntax? Public, void. There is a return type. So void. Okay. And a method. This is a method. Okay. And this is a method. Next one is a constructor. So I'm writing a constructor. You can see public and class name, open parenthesis, close. This is a syntax. So it is look like a method, but it is not a method because method has void